Hello, I'm Sharon Jameson and I'm the Library and Information Services Manager. The book I'd like to recommend is by Adam Hamdy and it's called Aftershock. So I first met Adam Hamdy at an author visit in Stonehaven nearly 3 years ago. He had written a few books previous to this set of books. This one that I'm reading at the moment is actually the third in the series. There is Pendulum, which is the first one, Free Fall, the second one, and Aftershock is the latest one. So I promised Adam that when he came up for the visit that I would read the first book and I would let him know on Twitter if I thought it was good by saying the Northern Lights are still out for you. So I had done that for the first one and the second one. We agreed that if the book was terrible, I would also say that, but I would say that the Northern Lights were never coming out for him. So I can really say that this book, if you like David Baldacci, Lee Child, you will really enjoy these set of books. They're very tightly written and they follow three main protagonists and they have goodies versus baddies versus kind of good baddies as well. It's quite interesting because I suppose it depends on your take whether you think the goodies are good or whether the baddies are bad. But I'm not really going to give too much away about the book because you really need to read the first one before you move on to this third one that I'm reading. But it is the type of book that, you know, I say, right, I'm going to read it for 15 minutes and then I'm going to make the dinner. And then what happens is an hour and a half later, I'm still reading the book and the dinner has never been made. So it's that type of book. It really draws you in right from the very first page. So I can thoroughly recommend starting off with Pendulum and just reading through the Christmas holidays, all three of them. I'd just like to introduce you now to my colleague, Anne Gregg. Anne Gregg is an admin assistant here at Library Headquarters and she keeps me right, and she was just wanting to have a few suggestions of her choice over this Christmas period.
Even though I do like a good book to read, at the moment I'm more focused on different recipe books. You'll usually find me reading a recipe book at some time. So the two I've got here is Prue and Mary. So I will leave you to decide which one you prefer.
So we'd just like to wish you all a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Merry Christmas!